When I came back home, I saw it right away. Throngs of people were crowded in front of my house. When I got off the truck, an uncle came up and told me that my son, Guo was abducted by human traffickers. So I got down on my knee in front of those people and begged them to help me find my child as fast as possible.
His son was only 2.5 years old at the time. Guo said the months after his disappearance brought awful pain and suffering on his family.
After our son went missing, my wife would get down on her knees to anyone who walked into our house and begged for help. I remember I was 74.5 kilograms at that time. And in over a month, I became 55 kilograms. I started to grow gray hair after 2 months.
The search was relentless early on as police and his local community did all they could. But as their leads led to nothing and interest in the case ran dry, Guo took it upon himself to carry on the search. The then 27-year-old vowed to stop at nothing to find his boy. He quit his job and started out on his motorcycle. At the rear end of his bike was a flag emblazoned with his son's picture. He didn't have a plan. He just knew he couldn't stand still and do nothing.
I didn't know how far I was going to travel. Neither did I know where the trek would take me. I knew it seemed to be an impossible mission, but it could become a real dead end if you didn't give it a try.
Eventually, a plan started to take shape. Crisscrossing the country multiple times, he kept a detailed record of the towns and cities he had searched. He went as far north as Heilongjiang province and as far south as Hainan. Unsurprisingly, his search got desperate at times. He often had to beg for food and once even thought of taking his own life. He dared not sleep outside for fear of being taken by the cold. In 2008, Guo got in touch with Baby Come Home, a website for Chinese families looking for their birth children, and became one of its volunteers. He was able to use his vast experience and contacts to help track down more than 100 other children who were snatched from their parents. All of that before he finally had some luck of his own this week. In 2016, an emergency information release platform was launched for missing children. It provides accurate and accessible information on cases and helps police with their investigations. The Ministry of Public Security launched what it calls a reunion campaign in January this year. It's been a tremendous success. So far, it's helped locate over 1,700 missing and abducted children. Nearly 100 cases of child abduction and trafficking have been investigated and 236 suspects arrested. And technological innovations are proving to be very useful. Authorities say DNA testing and facial feature comparisons are among the most helpful. For instance, people who suspect they were abducted can have their blood tested to see if it matches the many parents who have reported a missing child. About 300 families have been reunited through this method.